Hello everybody, it is Sunday, October the 9th. It's time for the Parish Noticeboard. Let's see what I've got for you this week. Okay, we begin with Guess Where I Am, and today you've got a row of shops to look at. Take yourself a good look at those. I had to make sure that there was none of those that actually said where I was on the frontage, as it were. And I don't think any of them do say where I am, so there you go. Have yourself a guess at where you think these shops are. I'm actually on a village green, which is opposite the shops, but it's the shops that you're going to be guessing and not the green itself. Let me know if you think you know where it is down there. Now I look a bit wet today because it's just been raining really heavily, and you'll see when this episode comes out how heavy that rain was. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I'm a bit sodden, but to be fair, after I've done this today, I'm going straight home and I'll be able to get changed into some warmer clothes, thankfully. So anyway, that brings us to last week's answer. Now, last week we were in Northumberland, and we weren't anywhere to do with any of the episodes we were filming up there last week. We were in somewhere completely different. Loads of people still got this though, and I'm not surprised because it is kind of a touristy place. We were in SEAHOUSES, looking out towards the Farne Islands, famed by, of course, Grace Darling. Well done if you got that one. Okay, damage control this week, there's just one thing to tell you about, and it's really small. Barrow upon Humber, the part where I'm talking about the German honorary consul. It's difficult to say that phrase. The house that the camera's pointing at is not the house in question, it's the one next door. I was informed of this by someone who lives in Barrow, who actually knows the person who is the German honorary consul, and it's the one next door. It's not the house that the camera looks at, it's the one to the left. So that's a Google Maps error, that, because it points to that house and not the one it actually is. So not much I can do about that. But that's it. There's nothing else for damage control this week. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the collage which I'm making for the group header, the Village People group header on Facebook. We've got about 20 pictures now. I'm wanting about 30, but submissions seem to have dried up in recent weeks. So if you have any more pictures out there to give me to put into the collage, please do send them to me. My email address is in the description below. If I don't get any more within the next sort of 4 or 5 weeks, I'll just run with what we've got and make a collage out of them. I think we've probably got enough, but obviously I would like a few more just to make sure everyone's had a fair crack of the whip, as it were. So yeah, if there are any more pictures out there, send them to me. If not, we'll just make it with what we've got. And I should have that collage ready before Christmas, I'd have thought. So yeah, the Village People group, it's all yours. It's nothing to do with me, it's all yours. Okay, next thing is to do with next week. Now, next Saturday, the Selby series will come to a close. I will be in Selby itself with Nikki to film the very last episode, the 74th and final episode. And I now have some details, excuse me, sorry about that. I now have some details about where we will be and when. So obviously Saturday the 15th of October, and about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock, although probably nearer to 1:30, we will be outside Selby Abbey, somewhere outside Selby Abbey. You can't miss me because I'll be wearing this, so just look for a guy in a bright yellow high-vis and you're bound to find me and Nikki. And we'll stay there for about an hour or so. We'll talk to you people that will come along and want to ask us any questions, or just generally want to chit chat and meet us. Obviously it's 1:30 because we need time to film the Selby episode first. It's a big old place. It'll take me quite a while to walk around it. We probably won't go too far out of the town centre though, because I've got Nikki with me. it's easier to sort of stay concentrated in one area. If I was on my own, then I'd probably go a bit further afield, but you know, I can always use the car for those bits. Selby's a big old town, it's got plenty in it. Just in the town centre, it'll be an interesting enough episode. So yeah, when we finish that, we'll be outside the Abbey, Selby Abbey. Come and find us, come and say hello to celebrate the end of the Selby series. Just as an aside to that last thing, by the way, I'll be doing the same thing with Wetherby to finish off the Leeds series on October the 21st, but I'll give you some more information about that one next week in the Parish Noticeboard. And speaking of next week, it's time to tell you what I'm doing with the camera next week. And really, I'm not doing very much. I'm doing Selby, as you know, on Saturday, October the 15th. And on Tuesday, before that, I'll be heading up into North Lincolnshire to catch two of them. I'll be doing Burton upon Stather and Flixborough, and that's it. I'm only doing those three next week, but to be fair, they are three big ones. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And that's really it. All I've got left to do is to show you what I'm planning on bringing out on the channel this week. So here that comes right now. I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot. This has been the Parish Noticeboard on October the 9th, and I'm out.